Hi, boys and girls. It is Wednesday, May 27th, and we're doing lesson 11. From yesterday's lesson, we are trying to find missing angles. So for number 1, they gave us 20 degrees, and we have 6, and we're trying to find D. So give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, so we have 20 degrees and we need to find D. So how do we find a missing angle? We have to subtract. 360 minus 20, 0 minus 0, 0, 6 minus 2, 4, 3 minus blank is 3, 340. So you can write it in, and we are set to go. Now we go to number 3. Now remember, we're trying to find 360 because that's the degrees of a circle. So they gave us 74 degrees. What does this symbol mean right here? The square and angle. And a square and angle means 90 degrees. That means it's a right angle. So they gave us 90 and then E, and we're trying to find 360. So now we have to find E. From yesterday's lesson, remember the first step is to add 90 plus 74. 9 plus 7 is 64. Now step 2, we have to subtract. 360 minus 164. 0 minus 4 is can't do. Borrow from the 6, make it a 5. Now 10 minus 4 is 6. 5 minus 6 we cannot do, so we have to borrow. 3 becomes a 2. 5 becomes a 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 196 is our answer. So that was number 3. And now we're going to number 5. Number 5, I'm going to give you some information. So O is the intersection of O is the intersection of line AB and CD. So we have intersecting lines. Intersecting lines have angles. Opposite angles are equal. So if this is 160, the opposite angle, so this angle is also 160. And if this is 20, then the opposite angle is 20. And let me show you why that is true. If I add all of these up, it's going to equal to 360. So let's try. I'm going to just add these two first. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 2 is 8. 1 plus 1 is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. Then, if I add 180 to 160 and the other 20, I get 0. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 6 is 16. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. 360. So yes, I got the total of the whole circle, which is 360. So there's my proven statement. Opposite angles in intersecting lines are equal. So that means X is 160, Y is 20 degrees. And make sure you make those degree symbols. So let's try doing 7. 7 is the challenge problem, boys and girls. So again, let's look here. Intersecting lines. So we have intersecting lines of WX and YZ. So these are intersecting lines right here. So if this is 36, what is K gonna be? What do you guys think? If in intersecting lines, if opposite angles are equal, what is K gonna be then? 36 degrees. So 36. Ooh, I see a box right there. So what does that mean? That angle is 90 degrees. Now, before I find out N or M, okay, if this is 90 degrees, and I know that the line WX equals how much degrees is a straight angle? 180. So I know that this is 180. This angle is 90. So what does this have to be? That has to also be 90. So if I take it if that has to be 90, then I already have a component. I have 36. So 90 equals 36 plus this angle UOZ. So now I have to do 90 minus 36. 0 minus 6 you cannot do. Borrow. 10 minus 6 is 4. 8 minus 3 is 5. So 54 is M. You can also look at it as a straight angle, that if WX is 180 degrees, you could add 90 and 36 first. 90 plus 36, 6, 12, 126. Then you could subtract 180 by 126. And again, 0 minus 6 you cannot do. 8 turns into a 7. 10 minus 6 is 4. 7 minus 2 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. So again, 54. So there's two ways of finding M. So 54 is M. Now we need to find N. To find N, we need to, well, now that I have all four angles and I'm missing the last one, I can write an equation. So 90 plus 54 degrees plus 36 degrees plus 36 degrees plus N degrees equals, how much is a circle, boys and girls? Think about it. How many degrees is a circle? 360. So now I need to add all of these up and then subtract it by 360. So I'm going to bring my work over here. 90 plus 54 plus 36 plus 36. 6. There we go. 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 6 is 16. 1 plus 9 is 10. 15. 18. 21. 216 is that number. Now I'm going to subtract 360 minus 216 minus 0 minus 6 you cannot do, so borrow. 6 becomes 5. 10 minus 6 is 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. 144 is our missing number. Equals 144. So that concludes today's lesson. I did leave 2, 4, and 5 and 6 as practice problems. So if you are looking to do some extra math, you can do those problems. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow.